What's going on, everybody? Free Mind's Eye here with another Borderlands 2 build for you all. I think from now on I'm gonna start uploading what I've been like reading into the forums a lot, and I think what I'm gonna start uploading is what the community thinks are the best of the best, and what like I prefer as my personal best builds that just are like max damage per second and high survivability. But don't get me wrong, the builds that I've uploaded so far are just my personal best and will get the job done. But I wanted to show what the community and like just the like insane builds that the community has. But this is my max damage per second and high survivability Gunzerker build. It is just absolutely sadistic insanity, as you saw in that intro. Just insane. This build revolves around the slag slow hand and a butcher, although an interfacer or any shotgun with a high fire rate will do just as well, but I just prefer the butcher. And the butcher synergizes extremely well with money shot, because since the butcher has a chance to regenerate ammo, we could be getting that last shot go off like 5 to 10 times, and with this build we could shoot for years upon years. We will never run out of ammo with this build. It is just amazing. But getting into it, I just have 2 Shredder-Fires just for shits and giggles. I mean, the 2 weapons we only really need for this build is the butcher and the slow hand. I forgot to mention too, the builds I want to upload like are just ones that don't really have like gimmicks, and I use that term vaguely. I know everybody has a different term for it and everything, but I also wanted to point out that like what works for me may not work for you. This is just like my personal preference, and I'm not the kind of person to be like, if you're not doing it this way, you're doing it fucking wrong. Like, no, it ain't fucking about that. Coming down, I prefer the Rough Rider because it synergizes really well with the skill Inconceivable here. Chance to get free ammo, always awesome, and since it doesn't have a shield capacity, we always have like a 50% chance. The class mod, I either prefer the Raider or the Berserker, but I prefer the Raider overall just because we get +6 into the money shot skill here, which is an awesome skill we'll be into here in a minute. But coming down into the grenade is up for grabs. It's whatever you can use, whatever you want to. I just prefer the singularities. And then coming over to the relic, I prefer the fire damage and cooldown rate bone of ancients. But coming over into the skills, we'll start with the. Actually, let me point out, we use the slow hand as our health regeneration, so we don't have to rely on brawn or any of its health regeneration whatsoever, because we won't need it. The damage output we're doing, it's gonna heal us constantly. It's just fucking awesome. But starting in the gunless tree, lock and loaded, we need a fire rate buff. Awesome. This is what this build's all about. Max damage per second, high fire rate, always welcome. I didn't see anything in tier 2 that we needed. Quick draw increases weapon swap speed. Not really. We don't really need the weapon swap speed. I'm just interested in the critical hit damage. But coming down, I'll bread motherfucking butter. Money shot. The last round fired has a chance, or will deal massive damage and a huge bonus of plus 880% max, and it is just awesome. Coming over autoloader, I just decided to use this just for shits. I mean, you don't have to use this skill, you don't have to use any of these skills. I just want to give you guys the basics of like what I think is an awesome build, and you guys can go from there. Whatever works for you works for you. Divergent likeliness, we get that awesome gun damage bonus for using 2 guns of the same type. Coming down, being able to Gunzerk while in fight for your life, awesome. I love Gunzerking. Even though the Gunzerker is probably my least favorite, this build has turned that around. This is such an awesome build to play with. Lay waste, killing an enemy gives you increased fire rate, awesomeness, and critical hit damage. Now this build can also be used to farm some of the bosses, but the kill skills are always welcome in my book. Keeping it piping hot, keep it piping hot. I'm fucking up my words there, excuse me. When we're not in Gunzerking, we get those bonuses, but we won't be out of Gunzerking for very long at all because of the points we have in a rampage I'll get to here in a second. And then no kill like overkill, that bonus extra gun damage, the excess damage that we deal is just awesomeness. More carnage for this build. Inconceivable, like I said, synergizes really well with the Rough Rider. Increases our Gunzerking duration, lasts longer. Yes, please, we will take this skill. Coming over, kill shot, I mean 5 or 6 shots, has a chance to add ammunition. Definitely take that. I didn't see any points to put points into this skill. Cooldown increases the cooldown rate of it because we already have Get Some. But coming down, double your fun throws 2 grenades. That's just fucking awesome. Who wouldn't want that? But yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Killing an enemy while Gunzerking increases the amount of time you can Gunzerk, and we will be killing enemies left and right, like no fucking joke. As you saw in that intro, this build is just devastating. This will help increase our cooldown on Gunzerking by dealing damage. And then another of our bread motherfucking butter skills. The longer we hold down the trigger, the higher fire rate and the reload speed, up to 88% and 25%. Awesome. Like I've already lost count of how many buffs we have to fire rate and gun damage. It's just an awesome build. The only downside that I have with this build is accidentally killing myself with the slow hand, because the slow hand has a pretty large blast radius, and I've accidentally killed myself with enemies that run close up to your face, but I have no problem getting back up. Like I said, the shredder fires, it's just for shits and giggles. We just really want to focus on the slow hand and some sort of like shotgun that has a nice fire rate bonus. Another shield that I've seen people use is the Sham with this kind of build. Sham works also as well. I just like the Rough Rider because it synergizes with Inconceivable, and but like I was saying, sorry, I had some technical difficulties there. I prefer the Butcher because of it has a chance to have ammo regeneration, and we could trigger Money Shot in between 5 and like an infinite amount of times. It all depends on how long the Butcher feels like regenerating ammo randomly. But getting right into the gameplay, you can see just how insane this build is. Alright, I just want to show I'm still using the same gear and everything. Like I said, the shredder fires aren't a must. Neither is the butcher. It's all up to you what shotguns you want to use, but you will see just how fucking devastating this build is. I used to really didn't like the Gunzerker because of his actual mechanics. It just really didn't appeal to me. But this build, as you can just see, is just fucking devastation incarnate. Excuse me, there were a couple nerdgasms, but. But these guys don't even stand a chance. It's really not fucking fair with this build. I mean, we rely heavily on the slow hand for the healing and everything. We'll be constantly Gunzerking as long as there are enemies around. And even when we come out of Gunzerking, we'll only be out of Gunzerking for like a couple seconds, really. Maybe like 10-15 seconds. But like I said, the only problem I have with this build is accidentally killing myself. Oh, here's an armored lunatic. See, just watch how fucking devastating this is. He's fucking dead. He's gone. We took his soul. We ain't giving it back. Are you not entertained? Like I said, I think the other problems I have is accidentally killing myself with the slow hand because it had such a high blast radius and everything. I'll probably still do it here in this gameplay because I'm a fucking idiot and I suck. I still suck at this game, but with this build, all you have to do is hold the trigger down and just watch the bodies drop. It is just insane. That's another thing too. I forgot to mention. You'll probably have some sort of. Oh, we went down. Oh, that's the thing. Another thing too. It's not going to be hard to get back up with this build since the enemies most of the time they're always going to be slag. And then another problem before I forget real quick. It's really hard to see the enemies at times because of that blast radius of the slow hand. But yeah, it takes a while to get used to and everything. But it's just the slowdown, it's hard to see because of the blast radius and how much ammo you're putting out. And then sometimes the fire rate when you first start shooting, you'll be aiming at the ceiling and then you have to readjust. And then like I said, shooting enemies up close can kill yourself, which I've done plenty of times. But badass Marauder, not a fucking problem with this building. It's not fucking fair. Oh shit! I don't know why a lot of people hate on the Butcher. It's a badass shotgun. This is probably it's tied with my Twister shotgun. I love that shotgun, the Twister, but man, that Butcher, I'm starting to love the Butcher more and more. It's just a badass, beastly shotgun if used like extremely well. Oh, here's a perfect opportunity. We're gonna fucking mow these guys down. As you can see, fucking dead within seconds. Like I say, are you not entertained? Oh shit. I think that's about enough footage I need to show. I mean, there's really not much I can show you. All you gotta do is hold the trigger down and it's just fucking devastating. The rate of fire, all the buffs we get to gun damage and rate of fire, and then with the slag, since an ultimate Vault Hunter mode, it's ×4 the damage and it lasts longer. It is just in fucking insane. Even you saw that, even though he had a shield, it's just fucking gone because he was slagged. It's just fucking insane. I fucking love this build. Just to show some more damage incarnate with this build, this Juggernaut. These guys are usually a pain in the ass to kill, and as you can see, he is dead within seconds. It's just like, just awesomeness. I love this build. Alright, that's it for this Gunzerker Borderlands 2 build. Let me know what you guys, of course my controller has been acting up like fucking all the time lately. It's a pain in the ass, but let me know what you guys think of the Gunzerker Butcher and Slow Hand build. I think it's like seriously one of the best Gunzerker builds out there. It is just sadistic insanity incarnate. But let me know, please.